Okay, so good day, everyone. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to multiply decimals by 10, hundreds, so any power of 10, and also how to divide by them. We're also going to take a look at how to add decimals and subtract decimals. So let's jump right in. So multiplying decimals by 10, right? By powers of 10, I should say. Now, recall that 10 can be written as 10 to the first power. 100 could be written as 10 to the second power. 1,000 could be written as 10 to the third power, and so on. So 10,000 would be written as 10 to the fourth power, and so on. So if I was to multiply a decimal, so if I want to multiply a decimal by 10, multiplication, so multiplication multiplication of a decimal, all I need to do is move the decimal point to the right by the power, the number of the power. So if I have 0.5 and I want to multiply that by 10, this is 10 to the first power. So I move it one space to the right. So this is exactly equal to 5. Right? If you want, you can put 0.0. Right? But if I wanted to multiply 0.5 by 10 or by 10,000, that's 10,000. This is the same as 0.5 by 10 to the power of 4, which tells me I need to move my decimal place 4 places this way. So I'll get 5,000.0 if you want. And if you realize if I move it back 4 places this way, I get back the same. Well, I get back where I started. So this is how you multiply by tens. Now division by tens is similar. So division by powers of 10. Right, we just do the opposite. So instead of moving the decimal point to the right, we move it to the left. Example, 0.28 divided by 10, we move it one place this way. So this will be equal to 0.028 or 0.259 divided by, let's say, 100. That is the same as 0.259 divided by 10 squared. So I need to move to the left 2 spaces. That's 1, 2. So that is exactly equal to 0.00259. Right, so I hope that was clear to everybody. That is just how we divide and multiply by powers of 10. Right, and as you get more practice, you don't need to convert or write it as a power of 10 to see how much decimal places to move. Right, just by eyeballing it, you should be able to tell after you get enough practice. So the next one, the next agenda, the next thing on our agenda is how to add and subtract these decimal points. Well, just as how we used to add and subtract normal numbers, as in numbers without a decimal, we just line up the place values. So for example, we have 800.54 plus 90.52. How will I add this? I will write my first number and then line up my decimal, well, my place values. All right, so hundreds, the hundreds column, the tenths column, ones, tens, hundreds, and so on. And we sum. So 4 plus 2 is 6. 5 plus 5 is 10. So we add it like that. So we have plus 1. So 1 plus 0 is 1. 9 plus 0 is 9. And 8 plus 0 is 8. So this is the first example. The second example, let's try the next one. 343.4 plus 5.607. We line up the place values. So we have 343.4. Now notice I do not have any hundreds or thousands. So that means I could put a 0 here and here, and it doesn't change the number. So I need to add it with 5.607. So 7 plus 0 is 7, 0 plus 0 is 0, 6 plus 4 is 10. So we put the 0 here, point. We add 1. So 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 5 is 9. We bring down the 4 and the 3. And this is our answer, 349.007. Let's take a look at some subtraction questions. So we have 94.9 minus 41.871. So look at what is going on. So we have 94.9, and we don't have any hundreds or thousands, so we put those place values in. And then we have 41.871, and we want to do subtraction. Now we know that 0 cannot subtract 1, so we need to borrow from this one. So this will turn to 8, this will turn to 9, and we have 10 minus 1, which will be 9 minus 7 is 2, 8 minus 8 is 0, 4 minus 1 is 3, and 9 minus 4 is 5. So this is our answer, 53.029. Okay, so let's take another look at one more question, one more subtraction question. Let's try this one. 803.309 minus 133.36. So we write down our numbers in proper place value. So we have 133.360. Subtraction. 9 minus 0 is 9. 0 cannot subtract 6, so we need to borrow. So that will give us a 2. 10 minus 6 is 4. 2 cannot subtract 3, so we need to borrow. So this will turn to 2. 12 subtract 3, that is 9. 2 cannot subtract 3, so we cannot borrow from 0 because with 0 don't have anything. So we could have to borrow from the 8. So that will bring us 8 as 7. We borrow from this, change it to 9. So we have 12 minus 3 again is 9. 9 minus 3, that can happen. So 9 minus 3, it is 6. And 7 minus 1, it is 6. So 669.949. That is our answer. So I hope you all got the gist of this and it made sense to you all. So I'll write down some questions for you all to try. And we'll see the solutions in the next class. Okay, so these are the questions that you have to try, and we'll look at the solutions in the next video, which will be our next class. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope this video was helpful. Please remember to like, comment, and if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. So thank you again.